Major sounds in the kitchen cooking up, boy.
Yo, what's happening, YouTube fam? You already know what it is. It's the Trending Topic Podcast, and I'm your host with the most, MajorQuee, and we got another video, man. We back with another video, man. And I just recently seen this. You know when you on YouTube typing in things and it start popping up stuff that you may be interested in. In this video, I really was interested in. It came from the Oprah Winfrey Network. Some of y'all may have seen it, some of y'all may have not. But anyway, yeah, like I guess the lady is like a counselor, Iyanla. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But anyway, I've seen her do a couple of other people. I've seen her counsel a couple of other people. So I'm kind of familiar with her. You know, I don't watch a lot of her stuff, but this just popped up. So let's watch. But it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give commentary in between. But yeah, let's check it out.
Who are you?
Michelangelo.
Okay, nice to meet you.
How are you? I've been out with black women or approached black women, and before they even knew me, they said, how many kids you got? How many baby mamas you got? Dating outside my race, I haven't had no issues like that at all.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Coro.
Coro.
I've been practicing abstinence for 3 years. 3 years with no sex. I'm looking for someone that can respect my views on this, someone that can love me for me.
And you are?
Bo.
Bo.
Yeah, I don't date black women now because of past experiences. They like to place that strong personality on you, and sometimes you just kind of, just like, you know, stand in a woman's place.
So do you have any idea why you're here?
We share some of the same
Opinions.
About?
Why are black women so angry?
Was your mother angry?
To a certain degree, yes. She had that anger inside of her, but she made sure that she didn't pass it on to me. I see how she handles that, and she gives off that vibe that I get from women here, but when it came to me and how she approached me and taught me about women, she said, don't deal with this.
That's interesting, because as a black mother,
Yeah.
my work was to help my son understand it so that he would know how to stand in it with a black woman. Why are you here?
My situation's a little bit different because I traveled a lot when I was a kid, very talented, very gifted musically. So because of that, when I came back to my neighborhood, when I was dealing with certain black women, you're different. You talk funny, you dress funny, the music you listen to is funny. I don't like being because I had flip-flops on or I had a turtleneck, I'm gay. The problem I'm having is just because you're my culture and you're black, you don't get a pass. All the women in my family, I got a side of cousins that made me feel weird about that.
How can anybody make you feel anything? You get to choose how you feel.
You don't know that when you're kids, it's a psychological imprint.
What does that have to do with today?
Now, with a black woman, I have this in my mind before I even talk to you, she's gonna think I'm weird. And that bothered me a lot.
When I went to junior high school, I got bused from Ocean Hill, Brownsville to Flatbush, and they spit on me and called me a nigger. They spit on me. And I was 13. And these were adults, not the children. So my point is this, that don't have nothing to do with who I am today.
Oh, no. Got to disagree. This is one of the parts that I really want to disagree with, because you cannot tell a person that got treated a certain way as a child how to feel. That's just like people that's been molested. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like telling them, if they were a person that was molested as a child and now as an adult, that's just like telling them, oh, you shouldn't feel like this or that. Yeah, it happened to you when you was a child, but now you're grown. You should get past it. Some people can't get past certain things. And with this guy right here, I understand where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like, when I was originally born in North New Jersey. You know what I mean? Shout out to, you know, my New Jersey people out there. But I was originally born in North New Jersey. I moved to Georgia when I was around in the second grade, around 6, 7 years old. And when we moved to Georgia, we were considered proper. You know what I'm saying? We got picked on I'm talking about not just from our accent. We got picked on from the way we wore our clothes, the way we wore our hats, the type of shoes the sneakers we were wearing. We got clowned for all of that. So I really do understand where he's coming from, where he's saying that, you know, he got treated differently, so differently and so bad to the where once he got older, he started looking at black women a certain way. I'm not saying that I would do the same exact thing. I'm saying I understand where he coming from, and for her to tell him that he got to just let it go so that he will get back into dating black women, to me that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a preference for whatever reason, and maybe that is the reason why he prefer not to date black women. You know, and to me that's a valuable enough reason. I don't know, I could be wrong, but let's continue.
What is your experience?
A lot of black women, they don't want to talk to me. Some of them don't want to talk to me. Some of them want to talk to me because, number one, I'm a God-fearing man. I don't believe, like right now, I'm practicing abstinence. I'm not having any sex whatsoever.
Why you ain't in the church?
I am in the church. I'm going to tell you about the church women. If you don't have a collar, they don't want to talk to you. I'm be straight up.
But
if you don't have a collar, they don't want to talk to you.
Do you know what the collar represents, though?
I guess it's purity, or, you know, leadership, or, I don't know, a divine...
How about power?
Yeah.
How about power? That's what it represents.
Okay.
But let me tell you why I've called you here today. I've invited you here because my intention is to dismantle the myth of the angry black woman.
That's not a myth. That's not a myth. Like, let's be honest, that is not a myth. We, you know, all black men that grew up with mothers, we all, you know, witnessed our mothers having that anger, you know what I mean? Not being able to handle us the way the mother should have handled us. You know what I'm saying? No discredit to our mothers. I love my mother. So, you know, but I'm not saying that she did everything correct. You feel me? But who does everything correct? But like I say, black women do harbor a lot of anger. You know, it's multiple reasons on why. I'm not gonna go in depth, but yeah, like that's not a myth, man. That's fully truth.
I believe it's a myth. As a black woman,
Yeah.
I believe it's a myth. I invited you here for a mixer tonight, just to be with some women. All kinds of women, all ages. We all have a story, we all have an experience, and we all get to choose. Tonight you get to choose how you're gonna experience these women. But I do also wanna thank you for being here. Thank you for being a demonstration, because I know there are hundreds of thousands of black men, all ages, who've had these experiences, and I believe, and it's my intention, for us to heal.
Hey man, listen, I get it. I get the whole thing of black women not wanting black men to, you know, turn their backs on them. And I get the sense of, with this woman, that's what it is. You know, she don't want black men to, you know, basically like just forget anything that happened to them as children or as kids or growing up. She want them to just throw that to the side and just try to experience black women again. And it's like, I understand why a lot of black men choose to not date black women. Like I said in my last video, black women don't have a good representation out there. You know what I'm saying? If they represented themselves a little better, I feel like black men would want to stick around. You know what I'm saying? But the representation is not good. And we talking about working class black women. We ain't talking about just anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing though. Even when we talk like that with working class black women, the representation make it bad for those class of women. Good, you know, decent class of women. And that's why a lot of black men are choosing not to date them, because anywhere you go, you're going to see black women fighting. You're going to see black women talking loud, acting crazy. Not all of them. Let's be clear. Not all of them. But majority of the time when you see black women out in the night scene or wherever, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be talking loud. You know, they're going to be, you know, just doing certain things that they shouldn't be doing as women. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that, you know, like I said, I'm not a woman hater at all. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to show people that, you know, it's cool to understand why certain people choose to not date black women. Hey man, I mean, you got the free will to do whatever you want to do. So if that's not your preference, it is what it is. I look at it as preference. I look at a lot of black women look at it as, oh, they can't handle us. That's not always the case. Sometimes it's just hey man, it's not the guy's preference. He dealt with things in his past and he's choosing to not deal with it as an adult. You know, it may be, you know, maybe once they get to meeting those women, those black women that she wanted them to meet, maybe the things will change. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not gonna be fighting with people like, hey, you should be dating black women. No. I can only do what I can do for me. I'm gonna only do what I'm gonna do for me. I'm gonna date black women, and that's what it is. But I do understand. You know, that's the problem. People are not understanding other people's situations. They quick to bash them or quick to talk crazy about them. And it's like, nah, you can't do that all the time. Sometimes you got to understand. And I feel like some of those guys did have valuable reasons on why they choosing not to date black women. You know what I mean? But we all, at the end of the day, we all got to start doing better. You know what I'm saying? We got to start treating each other better. We can't keep going on like this. Or if we do, I mean, what? We're just going to be mixed up in the world, right? If we continue this. So, yeah, we just got to do better, man. We just got to start treating each other better. That's all I can say. And, you know, we finna be out this thing, man. I'm getting ready to lay it down. I'm in my night clothes, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I'm getting ready to lay it down, man. Y'all already know what it is. The Trending Topic Podcast. You already know.